Alright, this is part one of the ruffle sweater collar. So today's project is the collar of the sweater. And we need to start at 33 left and 33 right. And we need to do this twice. One, two, three. Okay, so we are going to do a ruffle, 33 and 33, then we will reduce to 28 and 28, and then we will take it off the machine and put it to the side. Start the next one, 33, 28, doing the sew as you go so that we have a full length ruffle that we will put onto the sweater. Deep breath. We need to start with waste yarn, so I have to find some more waste yarn, and then we'll get going on this project. Okay, so I changed the camera angle, and we will start with the waste yarn and go from there. Yarn is loaded, knitting across. On goes cast on comb. That's good enough for me. Looks like I've lost all my clips again. Zero. 33. 33. Between 20 and 15. And between 20 and 15. Okay, I'm going to bring the stitches forward. Knit across once, and then I'm going to move this one inward. One second, please. I'm recycling some waste yarn. One, two, three. Loop on purpose. And this is the last row. Okay. So what side is this? At this point, it doesn't matter. What I need to do is I need to make sure that I have no seams touching this person's skin. So I'm just going to do this first half of the yoke, and then we will determine if this is the right side or the left side. But I am going to start with the double E-wrap on this side. And I want to make sure that the yarn tail will be on the outside of the piece. So if that makes any sense, I will do the E-wrap on the right on this one and E-wrap on the left on the next one. So here we go. My children are not in school today, so there's going to be a lot of noise in the background, and that's okay. Instead of 10 rows for this ruffle, we're going to do 12. It may not seem like a lot, but it actually does make a difference. I will come back when I'm closer to the edge. Okay, so now we're going to reset our row counter. Deep breath. Bring the stitches forward. Well, not too forward though. 12 rows, and then we reduce. All right, back with the calculator. So this is 66, and we're dividing, let's see, 28 times 2 equals 56, divided by 66 equals 0.84. So we have 0.84. Well, 0.835 is the closest to 0.84, so 2 together, 4 apart. So 2 together. One, two, three, 4 not. 2 together. 1, 2, 3, 4. 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 2 together. Other side. 1, 2, 3, 4. 2 together. 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 1, 2, 3, 4. These two would be together, but we're just going to do one just inside. Not a big deal. I know I just did something silly. That's okay. I'm going to bring them all forward. Move my carriage out of the way. Take off the weights. Take off all of the weights. Bring in the garter carriage, well, garter bar. All right. We're now on most of them. Looks pretty good. Holding with one hand. Closing. Deep breath. Moving them all forward. And now gently moving them onto the garter bar. Give it a little wiggle. Try not to tug too hard. Try not to stop in the middle of pulling them. Okay, they're all moved. Making sure it stays on the machine. I'm going to put a claw weight on here. Okay, down to 28 and 28. 28. 28. I'm going to start with these first two. 1, 2, move it over, the double, and the singles. I'm going to move the claw weight onto the end here. That will stop it from crawling. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. One, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Moving that stitch back where it belongs. Now we have a whole bunch of misses. Okay, we're back on there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Moving it. Now we have the thing is crawling again. So now we're going to put another claw weight on here at about 0. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Moving it over. There we go. Okay, so we actually have one less than we should. So what we're going to do is we're going to move these over gently. So here we go. We are just going to very carefully grab the stitch, move it over. Oop. Well, that just went sideways, didn't it? We'll just re-stitch that one, not a biggie. Okay, now this one's going to be a little bit weird. So I grab this one. And I grab this one. Move this one over to here. And then put this one back on its friend. Okay, moving these all back. And there we go. Now, I'm going to put weight on this anyway, so I'm going to do the triangle weight thing again. As low as I can go. And then that's done. 1 second, please. All right. So now we have the triangle weights on. I'm just going to put another claw weight here instead of the other triangle weight. Deep breath. Going to change to 0, 0, 0 on the row counter, another 12 rows. So now, instead of doing the reductions and then putting the collar on or anything like that, what we're going to do is we're going to snip the end and we're going to remove this on a knitting needle. So this one to be exact. So we want to do that so that we don't have to find any more waste yarn. Move all the stitches forward. Snip the yarn tail. I want enough that I can weave in. Take all the weights off. And now I just simply move the stitch onto the knitting needle. Don't pull hard. I find these knitting needles extremely useful. Because they're flexible and they're light, and I can manipulate my stitches to be wherever I need them to be without losing them, unlike the straight ones, which are for normal knitting. I believe these are for circular. I think you more than get the idea, so I'm going to pause and then we'll come back. Okay, so this is the stitches. They're now safely on this knitting needle. They take up almost no space. And now I can totally figure out how I'm going to sew as I go. I'm not sure if I'm going to use this side or this side. I'm leaning towards using this side so that the no, I'm not. I'm going to do sew as you go on this side so that this seam, this yarn tail here, can be weaved into the back seam, and then you won't see it and she won't feel it. All right, we have to call it right there, and we'll continue this in the next video.